Hey, everybody, welcome to the AAA meeting, episode 145. I believe it's 145. The train reaches 88 miles per hour. Drunkle, how you doing?
Am I?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I mean, you're really excited about it, I can tell. I hear it in your voice.
Do be excited about being all right? I mean, you're just all right. It's not like, yeah, I'm feeling fucking amazing. I won the lottery. Fucking turns out, fucking my girlfriend's sterile, so there's no chance of ever having a fucking unplanned pregnancy. You'd be like, yeah, I'm feeling fucking brilliant, mate. But instead, I'm just, yeah, I'm all right.
Would that be a reason for you to be excited if you found out your girlfriend was sterile?
I don't know how I feel about it until it happened. And it will happen.
Oh.
That's why I keep my mobile phone in her underwear.
How's that going to result in sterility?
It's an experiment.
You're going to vibe the eggs right out of her?
Yeah. Well, it's on silent. So I'm hoping her eggs will just think that we're ignoring her.
So you're assuming that the South Korean-made battery is just going to irradiate her into sterility?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Freedom.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm over the last bits of the jab. I still feel so cold. Drunko's so cold.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, it's not actually cold, but like I've been doing the otter in a blanket thing. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen my Discord avatar. It's an otter wrapped up in a blanket like a black pilled. I don't want to see the outside world. That's how I felt for days. I tell you.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were just cold.
I am just cold, but that it happened to coincide. You know, that's like black pilled and then watching movies and hanging out. Really quick, actually, before we got started, we got one of these. Oh yeah, baby.
Look at the gams on that.
Yeah. Who thought Weibo had legs like that at 5'1"? My God. Everyone knows those are Weibo's legs, right? You guys know that? They are.
But if she's 5'1" and she has legs like that, then it must just go like, ankles, knees, thighs, neck, head.
Yeah. Right above the belt line is the neck, and then the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those legs go all the way up. Serpent 21, thank you for the $3. You took your boots off. You put your feet on the table, you shit-kicking, stinky, horse manure-smelling motherfucker. You fucked me up over there. I'll stick you in a fucking hole in the desert. Where's that from, Drunkle?
Wait, say it again.
I'm not saying the whole thing again, no.
Scarface.
No.
No, I don't know then.
Casino.
Departed?
Casino.
Royale?
No, just Casino. Stop.
Does that mean Casino Royale is a sequel to Casino?
It is. It is. Strangely, it has none of the it has none of the characters or themes. It's in a completely different area of the world, but it is a sequel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like watching Prometheus. It's completely unrelated to the Alien franchise, except it's a prequel. Yeah, I know. It takes place in the same universe. It's not meant to be the same planet. LV226.
Well, everything takes place in the same universe.
Well, you know the way they argue, creative filmmakers are like, well, it operates in the same world, but it's not a sequel or prequel or sidequel.
Sidequel?
Sidequels are the underappreciated storytelling method. The Bourne Legacy with Jeremy Renner, that was a sidequel.
What's a nyquil?
It's something I cook chicken with.
Oh.
You never seen NyQuil chicken?
I have.
Is it?
I was hoping it was a joke.
a joke on those who've never tried it. Let's see. Hold on. Stick you in a hole in the fucking desert. That's Conspiracy Corner. Thank you for the $1. Dighton Rock, 40-ton boulder on the side. Spanish. These petroglyphs are strange symbols not belonging to any known people. Petroglyphs. Glyphs. They're glyphs made in accelerant. Petroglyphs.
Oh, yeah. They're hot. They're hot glyphs.
Yeah, they're on fire. All right, thank you very much.
Where are we, John Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking
2 5s at the same time. That's like 2 bullets hitting each other in the air. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. Well, Ted Air, the dreaded bread, threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish, saying, I refuse to give that river cat thing these doubloons until the chat is sorted. Still unable to type and profess Viper's cuteness. Well, you've solved that problem by doing it in monetary form. Thank you, Teddy. And Tragic Gardener for $5. Oh, here we go. I had 3 root canals this morning. Good God. Pain is so much I tried to get water from the light switch. So much pain my ex actually cared. Jesus Christ, Travis. Your life is, I would say a sitcom, but that's got laughs in it. It's just, what's the opposite of comedy? It's a sad one.
It's a tragedy.
It is a tragedy, yeah, but it's already called Tragic Gardener. Yeah, I guess it's a...
What else would you expect? If his name's Tragic Gardener, like Funny Man Gardener, like is doing tragedies? Come on.
It could be ironic, you know?
Well, that would be the irony of it, right? You see, you know, he trips and falls and lands on like a rusty nail right in the face, and the laugh track happens. See, the laugh track would be ironic because it's not funny.
But but that's what makes it a farce, a farcical comedy. Whereas, you know, Tragic Gardener's life is just, it's just a sad event after sad event.
No.
Cry on his behalf.
A farce is Dick Van Dyke walking into the room and tripping over the fucking sofa, like, you know, pratfalls. That's a farce. A man falling on a rusty nail, getting golf clubs from Amazon, and then them getting stolen. That's just tragic.
I guess, as you say, it's all down to the laugh track, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know,
it would be like Othello strangling Desdemona and a laugh track happening. Like, you know, in the middle of a tragedy, that would be ironic.
That would wake up the audience as well, because Othello is fucking boring.
Excuse me? Othello has Iago. Iago's one of the probably the best Shakespearean character of them all.
Really, though?
Yeah, absolutely. Not like unironically, I hold that opinion. Othello himself is boring as fuck, but that's the whole point. The story of Othello isn't about Othello; it's about Iago's attempts to destroy Othello.
I beat you on that one. You got $2. I got $3.
Welcome to the Shakespeare stream. Inside the portfolio.
No, I'm not doing. No, I'm not doing shakes. I'm not doing Shakespeare.
Come on, I got to the name of the podcast before you did. Well,
you did. I know, and I'm proud of you.
Come on, Inside the Portfolio. You should be able to appreciate that reference. Come on.
Behind the bird.
Yes. All right, where the fuck were we all?
Tragic Gardener for an additional $3, and a Ricky Spanish says, but insurance covered all of it. Put me on the bingo card. I think I might have to, actually. Yeah, we'll have a story from a sad story from Tragic Gardener going on the bingo card next Monday. Good idea.
Well, we're going from tragedy to lament. Lamented Guy, thank you for the $1. You sound a lot better, Polly. Here's a $1 due for your chicken soup fund. I'd ask what's on the menu, but I don't want to catch what you got. What I got is lots of stuff made with NyQuil.
Is it only NyQuil? You can use Dayquil as well? That's a thing, isn't it? Or am I just making it up?
No, Dayquil's totally a thing. But NyQuil's got the good stuff in it. So that's what you want. So what you do is...
The stuff that makes you drowsy.
Yeah. Yeah. What you do is...
You want to be drowsy.
Yeah, here's the recipe. Couple of Jolly Ranchers. Okay? And you pour in a whole bunch of codeine-containing cough syrup, and then top it up with Sprite. It's delicious.
I might just take the codeine.
But the Jolly Ranchers and the Sprite.
It's a bit sugary, isn't it?
You just made lean.
Yeah, I'm giving them the recipe for lean. And?
Because you want the drowsy. If you're ill, you want to be drowsy as well. But I think that takes the edge off of things. The worst thing you want is to be ill and alert.
Your boy Pat, thank you for the $5. Please tell me you're going to talk about the Neil Young thing. I'm still dying from it. I wish he was. I'm kidding. Wish death on no man. That's not good. Except for jihadis, because they deserve it. Because,
well, they do it to us.
Well, I want them to find out how quickly they were wrong about the 72 virgins.
JK,
you
assume they're wrong.
Oh, they're wrong. JK49. What?
I mean, it could still be virgins, but, you know, like, There's nuns that are like 90, and you know they're like, I've never let a man touch me. That could be the virgins they're getting.
Actually, no, the
Nuns.
If you want to get into it, we can talk about what the Hadith and Sahih al-Bukhari describe what the virgins are like in heaven. It's weird, yo. They're perpetual.
It described them as League of Legends and World of Warcraft players.
Perpetual
Cheeto
virgins.
dust on their fingers.
Yeah. Necks of the beard. JK49, thank you for the $7. My aim's better than that. Trust me. It's meant for the sound. Sinatra, back off it. You sound like you're feeling better, Polly. Good for you. And here's a ham bone. Yeah, I gotta work on my handgun ham bone. I'll get there. Slim Johnson. Thank you for the $2.
What the fuck was that?
What?
Why did you say it like a housewife from the 50s?
I was trying to sound like you.
Johnson! It's time for dinner!
Polly, have you seen the TV edit of Casino? It's the first time I've ever heard "fuck you" replaced with "stuff you."
Oh.
Or the famous one from The Big Lebowski. That's what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps.
As opposed
Can we watch
to
a video of all of these poorly dubbed things?
Probably.
what was the original line?
What happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
Oh. Yeah, that's a little different. Okay, so funniest TV edit I've ever seen. Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee's film. There's a lot of motherfuckers in there. There's a lot of cocksuckers in there, and motherfucker becomes Mickey Ficky.
Okay, that took me a second.
So so there's one line where what's his name? Stereo, whoever, the guy who carries around the fucking stereo the whole movie playing Public Enemy. Anyway, he gets called oh my god.
Godspeed, little otters.
We have a story about this today. Look at them go. They attack in groups, you know. Look at them. They took down a dog. It wasn't just that orangutan.
Send them. They're off to Ukraine.
That's all that it would take for Putin to back the fuck off. You think they got river otters there? They wouldn't know what the hell's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuzzy Mickey Ficky is the line actually said out loud in that film. It's great.
My favorite was
greatly appreciated.
It was one of the National Lampoons. I remember there was a bear. There was a bear that was bold, and I remember that, and of course the poorly dubbed. I think it was something like fucking Saturday at like 3 p.m. It was on TV, and this woman shouts at someone. She's gonna say, "Oh, blow it out your ass." But instead, and it was quite clear because the camera was focused solely on her. You could see that with her mouth she said ass, but instead it was dubbed over to go, "Oh, blow it out your kazoo."
Nice. Oh, and Fuzzy Sock Sucker. Instead of, fucking cocksucker.
That actually sounds even more insulting. Because you got to think about it, haven't you? And but you've spent more time on that than if you would have been called a fucking cocksucker. Fuzzy socks. What?
What'd you just say to me?
You're in their head, You're in their head. Teddy, the breaded shed, for $1, saying it's just Teddy. Teddy Bumflaps. Nice to meet you, Teddy Bumflaps. And, excuse me, Death's Fruit Corner, for $1, says, Stachylococcos, a tree native to Easter Island that went extinct in 800 AD, leading to the collapse of Easter Island society due to human overpopulation and lack of food. Also, we can call Polly a tree. Well, you really got your money's worth for $1 there, Death's Fruit Corner. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Tell him, Dave, Steve M.U. Who hasn't liked the fucking stream yet? You better be sucking railroad spike until that locomotive smashes you. Get that piss poor ratio up, you wretched washed up whorebag fuckers.
Wow.
Yeah, try and TV edit that one.
Fuzzy sock suckers.
Zed, thank you for the $1. Nobody said the virgins would only be women. Yeah, but I think that the jihadis would be okay with that. Jokes on.
I guess it's implied.
Jokes on
It's
you, Zed.
implied.
And tell him Steve Dave you, thank you for the $11. He released the Otters. Here's the bi-weekly paycheck donation, because I'm feeling awfully patriotic today. What's more patriotic than Otter Marines traveling to battle for the rights that God gave them? Freedom. I agree. Oh, wait, shit. Fuck. Balls in a rat trap. There's...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
You don't have rats there? You got mice? British mice?
I used to keep rats as pets. But it's more the balls in the trap that I'm wincing at here, sir.
Is it?
Yeah.
It could happen.
Not to me.
Well, how do you set rat traps then?
I don't. Well, with my hands, if I had to, not with my testicles.
Okay, there we go. Sinatra!
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have given a lot of credit in the bank to Drunkle. You were extremely late today. Explain yourself, sir.
I was busy doing stuff.
No. That's not good enough.
That's what you're getting. I was busy.
Well, I'm going to continue to ask.
Okay, I will drive it home every time you guys are 20 minutes late. Because apparently I'm the only one who's not allowed to be late.
There's no reason to be snotty. I was simply asking about your life.
You guys are late to every fucking show.
There's not. Well, all right. Let's just turn it down to a simmer. I was merely asking about your life. I'm interested in you. What?
Drag me in. I'm sat quietly, my butt cheeks crossed patiently. It's Polly who's driving home.
Okay, that's fine. Still, I was late doing stuff.
Okay, what else other than today have you been up to? How comes the office? This is what I was asking about.
Oh, fucking! It's like I don't have anything. I don't have any of the equipment I need.
Chad, I asked him how his office
when I can't do it.
I've asked him repeatedly how his office is going. You know what I've gotten? One picture of some stained cabinet doors. Now, don't get me wrong. They were beautiful stained cabinet doors. I showed other people those pictures. I'm like, look at the walnut stains.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I said, look at the walnut stain he's using here. Because I'm about to stain some, so I'm like, and I'm into that. And it really brings out the grain in the wood.
Conversations with people, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you ever did woodwork, maybe you'd appreciate it.
I have done woodwork.
I don't buy that for a second.
I made a box and a small catapult.
Yeah, Molly says, damn hot-headed Italians, right? Holy fuck. You never know when they're going to fly off.
He needs to chill his panties. Suck my whole dick, Dom O'Leary.
Not just the tip, the whole dick.
What do you mean you're out of memory?
Shredded bedspread? What the fuck? For $1? Oh, God. True story. Someone tried to pose as my wife and take my kid from school yesterday. Police informed and investigation, etc. underway. Fucking scary shit. Holy shit. Well, fucking imagine if they got your kid. Joke would be on them then, right?
Kids, they have no value.
I mean, they do.
I don't know. What's the joke there, Drunkle?
They've got lots of value. That's just... why so many go missing?
Yeah. Sure.
Think about it. They're like tiny little refrigerators for organs, aren't they? You just let them grow.
You know,
I will tell you that last night I was talking about it on Tucker. They sent me the wrong desktop. And within a day, they had the correct one at my house from a place like 2 states away. They had the correct one at my house and refunded me the money. So fucking good on them. Holy shit.
Okay. You're ordering an entirely new computer?
Yeah, I got to leave this one here because I'm not the only one who uses it. And I got one just for the office.
Fucking baller. So, this is
Right?
where I'm interested in these things because lots of people are talking about their, oh my god, video cards are so expensive. And okay, well, I sounded bitchy when I said that, but I've seen the prices. They're not wrong. Like, what the fuck's going on with video cards? It's nuts.
I bought a pre-built.
Did you? You know what? I have
Yeah, I just got a pre-built. Fuck it.
All jokes aside, I have a friend who wanted a certain video card, and they're so fucking expensive now. He bought a pre-built that had that video card in it, and it was cheaper than buying the video card separately.
Wow, really?
Yep.
That's accurate.
Because
that is accurate.
because he
What
just
a
bought
move.
low grade everything else. Like, you know, you could choose what goes in it. And he's like, I don't care. It's a CPU. It's, you know, it's a 586. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, as long as it had this one particular super video card that could do ray tracing and every other thing. Yeah, that's what he was down for.
So I got from Gamer Valine's kind of guidance. I got a computer with a 3080 Ti in it. It was about 3,200. A 3080 Ti on its own on Newegg is 28.
Jesus.
But it was a good computer too. It has the fucking new generation processor and all that shit in it.
What processor?
Not bad.
New generation.
12th.
Listen.
The 12th gen.
Oh. Do we get to know, like, you know, the power of it? Do we get to know anything about it? Do we?
I have not even turned it on yet.
Oh. I don't know.
Yep,
I feel woefully underinformed.
I got the computer, I got the desk, and they sent me the wrong desktop, and I didn't realize it till I put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So I emailed them and I said, "Hey, you guys fucked up." They said, "Okay," and that was yesterday, right before Tucker. Today, the new desktop showed up, and I got a refund. So good on Vivo. They have earned a customer for fucking life.
Vivo!
Weird, isn't it? Because, like we said, if you're staining things, then you have conversations with people about staining things. But here we are, you know, we've all got these computers that we've built, and now we're talking about building computers. They're like, the staining conversation holds up, really.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you just got to get yourself a 2x4 and a small can of stain, you got to get on it, Drunkle.
Is it a can of stain?
Yeah, you buy them. Sinatra, back me up. Little cans of stain. You use.
What'd you think it came in?
You know, you get a little screwdriver and you pry the top off. You know what I'm talking about here,
No,
right?
I mean, yeah, that's a can, but is it called a can of stain?
Sure, why not?
Or,
What else would it be called?
staining fluid? A can of staining fluid? A can of wood stain?
It's like saying a can of paint. You don't say a can of paint coating.
But you might say a can of wall paint, a can of wood stain, but it's just stain. It tends to be a verb, doesn't
There's no other stain.
Yeah, I don't think there's metal stain. Maybe there is. I don't know. There's engineers and whatnot. I'm sure Gamer Valine's going to tell us about how she stained metal at her job at some
it?
point.
Yeah.
Because she
If
worked.
anyone has stained metal, it's Gamer Levine.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I forgot about the new donation that I'm really happy about, and I got it in there. It's in there at $13, but it's worth it, yo, because you stupid fucking bitch, you made it. See, I understand people doing dumb things. People do dumb things. I understand people recording themselves doing dumb things even, but putting it on the internet, that's the part I don't get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people who they'll record themselves delivering a tear stained, it's stained again message, and they're bawling their eyes out. They're like ugly crying, and then they watch it back, and then they upload it, and they go, yeah, champion, yeah.
I think Dom O'Leary's having a bad day. It's universal. A stain in a fucking can. Jesus Christ. Dude.
That's a can of stain.
Your day is really not going well, is it? Only 5 cents, right? Jesus Christ. Oh, hold on. Let me. Oh my God, $13. It's even in the description. Who's on top of things? This guy. Woo! All right, so there it is. So we've covered all the things. Let's do some schnews.
You can acid wash metal and use electro for I thought, yeah, it was it's some type of powder coating process. It's like the metal version of stain. It's not a liquid.
They'd have like a bag of stain. See, that's the awkward silences I'm on about. Are you guys not noticing these?
I'm noticing them. It's not. I guess if there was a webcam on, you'd see the look of like my eyes darting side to side, trying to comprehend what you just said. You know,
That's exactly what I was doing. Shelly said, "Leave Dom alone." No, I like fucking with retards.
Well,
Turkey Slurpee.
That's fucking hilarious.
can't believe. Thank you for the $13, motherfuck. I was just going to say there's no such thing as a specific paint, but now I know all the fuck about staying beyond interior versus exterior. There it is.
Powder coating is powder coating. Anodizing for aluminum. Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
No,
Is this how we're going to spend the banter section of this show? Talking about
metal
different
treatments?
types of stain.
well, no, there is aluminum anodizing, and it is for aluminum particularly. And
Anodizing.
yeah. And then Sinatra, you know about
Right.
metal surface treatments for different types of guns, like Smith & Wesson uses melanite, Glock uses Tenifer.
I'm impressed you managed to bring it back around to guns. I'm genuinely impressed.
Well, of course, because they're not stains; they're surface treatments that actually, change the chemistry of the surface of the metal and impregnate it with. Don't make it sick, drunk. Leave it alone. It's the actual word. There's those awkward silences. Thank you, Alamo, for the $1.99. Stain pain? Let's just talk about ammunition and how wrong you all are regarding it. For fuck's sake, chat. Oh, hit that like button before we berate you for more stupid things. You fuckers.
I mean, all I'm saying is you said, right, you went, oh, impregnated with, don't make it weird, drunkle, and then left a gap for me to make it weird. And because I didn't
Are you
rise
trying
the
to tell me
occasion,
that
it
every
was just a silence?
every time we fall quiet and leave a gap, you're gonna do something weird?
No, no.
Aw.
I think that's what he's implying.
No.
I was
It's
hoping
not,
that's
it's
what he
not.
meant. That would have been
But
great.
it's-
It's like
no,
it's like
it's
Sinatra. Shh,
definitely-
shh. Let's watch him do something weird. Shh, shh.
No,
You know,
it's-
like
He's definitely implying it.
I thought so.
You said don't make it weird, and then you left a gap for me to say something to make it weird. So you say don't make it weird, but you want me to make it weird in the end. You're giving me mixed signals, Polly.
Make it weird.
Come on, do a thing.
Yeah, poke him with a stick.
No,
Do the
I
thing.
don't want-
Yeah, poke it with a stick. Do it.
I don't want to now.
All right.
Put
Okay,
me
hold
on
on.
the spot.
Let me share my screen so you guys can see the thing. You don't want to see Discord. You want to see this.
I want to see another turkey Slurpee.
Yeah. You get a cute little cartoon turkey, and you get a Slurpee, and you get some stupid bitch nearly choking herself to death on some deli meat. It's great.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, that's the trifecta of entertainment.
When I was editing it together in Vegas, I found the exact moment where she had inhaled a turkey. It had in fact covered the back of her mouth. She couldn't breathe, but hadn't realized it yet. So she has her mouth open in this glory hole position. And you see this look, in her face, and it's pre-realization of, I think something bad just happened.
One of my favorite ones ever is these two girls are driving, and one she's got I think it's a McFlurry or something, and she kind of just has the spoon on the lips of her mouth. And the other girl slams on the brakes, and the fucking thing goes right to the back of her throat.
Oh no! Oh, no!
All right, let's do this thing.
Yeah, I got the awkward silence too.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
I was laughing. I didn't feel awkward. Maybe I'm just too at home in the awkward silence.
Okay, so I was watching Dave Rubin the other day, the Rubin Report. I realize he's not everyone's favorite, but this was great because he did his producers did an awesome supercut. And we said we're starting with some news. This is actual, news entertainment. The New York Times originally reported a story that there was this fight between Gorsuch and Sotomayor, justices both, of course, on the Supreme Court, that Gorsuch refused to wear his mask. And
Slurpee.
Oh, the noise.
You ordered
Yeah,
it.
you're right, though. You're like, because she did that, and presumably she recovered, and then went, oh, I gotta upload that. Or, right, she died, and her parents found her suffocated in her bedroom, webcam still rolling, and the father was like, it's all right, love. I'll edit it down and upload it. It's what she would have wanted.
Yeah, you don't hear her choking and rolling around on the floor, gasping for life. Yeah.
They played it at a funeral.
Hold on, really
You
quick.
remember that
Travis Gardner, thank you for the $13. Who simply said missed it. Well, you got to see it that time. Thank you, Travis Gardner.
You remember that show, 1,000 Ways to Die, or something like that?
Yeah.
There was one episode of that show that I will never forget, and that donation reminds me of it. This girl was fishing, and she's pulling the fish back in, and she yanks on the fucking rod, and the fish flies up in the air and goes right in her fucking throat. And she couldn't pull it out because the scales like latch on to the side, and she fucking died.
Gotta
Well,
push it in.
fuck.
It can only go one way. You got to swallow the fish whole.
Okay, so Jesus. There's this story that Gorsuch refuses to wear his mask during Supreme Court sessions and arguments when arguments are being presented before them, and Sotomayor is like, "Oh, well, I have where your body's not producing insulin. What's it called? Diabetes. The Sotomayor is like, I have diabetes and I have all these other illnesses and it's just disrespectful and you're the only Supreme Court justice who won't wear a mask, you motherfucker. And supposedly there's this big fight between them. And it turns out to be a complete fake story that had run amok, reported by the New York Times. Now, the New York Times comes out with another story, covering their own ass, saying, in an unusual joint statement on Wednesday, Justices Sotomayor and Neil Gorsuch sought to rebut reports that Justice Gorsuch's refusal to wear a mask at Supreme Court arguments had created tensions between them. It goes on and on. They're like, no, this never happened. This was never a thing. Nobody has a problem with it. Everyone's vaccinated. We don't know where this story came from. Fake.
Huh.
That
Do you mean these people lied? I would never.
okay, but so you got our boy Dave Rubin here, right? And he's like, okay, but let's watch what the news entertainers did with it. Only hearing this bit fragment of a story that there's this fight between Sotomayor, the woman of color, and Neil Gorsuch, the evil white man, and him refusing to wear a mask. I mean, it's got all the things, right, guys? Like, it's got the COVID and the the POC thing, and why aren't you doing the thing? And I was appointed by Biden's predecessor as president, as by Obama, etc. So let's just see what the news entertainers
All
did
it's
with
missing is sex, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
Kinda.
yeah.
A raunchy affair.
Cable news, the pundits, what did they do with this story? Well,
Anti-mask insanity has now reached the highest court in the land.
Neil Gorsuch is prioritizing his right to be a tool over protecting Sonia Sotomayor's life.
Gorsuch loves
Gamer Valine, thank you for the $18 and one shot. Two-shot Barracuda will jump out of the water. Several people have been impaled by Barracuda, living up to the "In Soviet Russia, fish catches you." If I had a sound pad, I'd go back and get that. Drunkle by himself going, huh. Was it?
Why am I the fucking butt? Oh, you guys don't get me.
I want.
Hate Wednesdays.
I want to hear Joy Reid do it again because she's just the lowest of the low. She's not the bottom of the barrel. She's like several feet beneath the bottom of the barrel. So she's Gorsuch loves COVID, and then she does the mwah thing like you do like with some fantastically made culinary creation. Like you're just
Chef's kiss.
yeah, you are just the worst of the
Or as
worst.
Louis C.K. would say, a chef's asshole exploding.
Yeah. Here we go.
Has now reached the highest court in the land.
Neil Gorsuch is prioritizing his right to be a tool over protecting Sonia Sotomayor's life.
Gorsuch loves COVID, which makes him the perfect Republican. He thinks very little of coronavirus precautions.
Gorsuch has the nerve to refuse to wear a mask indoors while seated next to his colleague who's vulnerable to possible death from a highly communicable disease.
Are we
Where's
all
the
vulnerable to
collegiality?
possible death?
Where's the common sense?
That just seems ridiculous. Can you put a mask on to be
Seriously.
polite? It's
What
not
kind
hard.
of workplace is this?
It's not hard.
Justice Gorsuch had to know that this would become a public controversy, and so I think he did this as a branding opportunity.
What's up with Justice Gorsuch? If all of the other, including all of the other conservative members of the court, are willing to go along with this, why not him?
Every other justice is masking up, even Clarence Thomas, who doesn't seem to care about anybody. But nope, not Gorsuch. He could not be bothered to extend a life-saving courtesy to his coworker.
It not only displays a lack
Oh
of
my
basic
God.
civility
Okay, you
as a
know what?
coworker, but
I
also a
would
lack of humanity.
challenge
Well, Gorsuch's
all of these
behavior-
people to show me one person whose lives got saved by a mask.
Just keep in mind, the story isn't real. Listen to how far they're going. Oh, like every other Republican, and Clarence Thomas, who doesn't care about anyone, she's the one who called him Uncle Thomas, Joy Reid. Like, as any white person saying that, Joy Reid is racist as fuck. Like on fire fucking levels of racism. Stormfront.com levels of racism coming from that woman. And it's fine. MSNBC's like, yeah, let's put her out there because she's really entertaining. Anyway, you got the Young Turks woman sitting there talking, and Esquire. I graduated from law school, but that doesn't mean I've got the dignity to actually, research the background of a story to make sure that I'm not carrying on emotionally about something that's totally made up.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's made up if it fits the right narrative. You know that.
There you go. There you go.
Holy shit. I mean,
It is pretty disgraceful. I guess it shouldn't be that surprising.
A prickly justice, not exactly beloved even by his conservative soulmates on the court.
Confirmation of what we
Fuck.
all already knew. Whatever you think about Mass, Gorsuch, who sits next to Sotomayor at work, just decided to be a dick to a colleague.
Neil Gorsuch, shame on you. Shame on you.
okay. Let me ask you
Is
guys.
this not like... Oh, God.
Okay, so just in a workplace? I mean, it's not that hard, Mika Brzezinski says. What did you notice about every single person talking? Not one of them had a mask on. They're all in their places of work. They're all surrounded by other people. Not one of them had a fucking mask on. But they oh my God, I can't believe this. Republican, and try and tell me that COVID hasn't become a political issue when you're talking about his conservative soulmates, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is not the mask has fallen off. This is like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I mean, again, guys, the story's not real. And these fucking hypocrites not wearing masks in their places of work. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm fat and I'm going to die of heart disease. My name's Whoopi. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, fuck. So anyway, that's why I started with actual news. I just did like big air quotes.
When did Whoopi Goldberg become so fucking insufferable? Like, she was lovely when she was just running a small cafe on board a spaceship.
She was. Guinan was helpful. She was there to listen. Yeah.
10 forward.
Yeah.
But now she's all fucking, fucking 20 regressive.
Lamented Guy, thank you for the $1. To quote a certain ranting monkey, our news media fucking sucks. Well, there's some words for the ages. But yeah, it's not an incorrect statement. Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't just our news media. You had Meta Mistopheles there. What was his name?
Oh,
the British Asian?
Asian.
Drunkle question.
Well, yeah, well, whatever he goes. Decided to be a tool to... You can just say euphemisms for dick on British television. That's fine. On the news, that's fine.
Well, somebody called him a straight up dick.
Yeah, well, that was reading a tweet, and that was on the Young Turks. And what more do you expect from the Young Turks?
That wasn't a British news program, though, was it?
It wasn't?
Why would British news be commenting on fucking an American senator refusing to wear a mask?
Did you hear what he just asked?
It's not a senator.
Well, it's not a senator, but like
dude.
I see Australian news commenting on American stuff all the time. I see British. What do you want to go to the BBC and look up American news right now? Come on.
Dude, yeah, but it won't be on the fucking British television. It'd be like, oh, fucking Biden did this, Kamala Harris did that. But we're not going to get into the fucking the lower echelons of fucking government.
That is the highest echelon of government.
Yeah.
No, the highest is the president. It'd be like, right, the president said this.
No,
Vice
it's
president
not.
said that. I don't even know who Gorsuch is, and I'll wager that 99% of the British population don't know who Gorsuch is either.
Well, it's fine, but unlike AOC, the three branches of government, I'm aware of them, and the legislative, the executive, and the judicial. That's the judicial branch of government, which is one of the three. It's not higher; they're co-equals. Like, if you know what I mean. Like they can all.
I don't, you see, because I'm British.
Oh well, that's fine. But you know now.
That's what I'm saying, though. We don't give a shit. We don't know who Gorsuch is, and we don't give a fuck.
He's one of the 9 justices.
And by bad guys, I mean monks. Trappist monks. You cheese-making bastards, die!
First, Zed, thank you for the $1. Enemy of the fucking people, in all caps. Yeah, just remember, they're and I defy you, as a quick little side note, to tell the difference between The View and a news entertainment program, as they were all super cut together.
We have the British one is called Loose Women, and it is exactly the same thing, just with fat British women instead of fat American women.
Really? And
yeah.
You're not making this up? Like, it's actually just called Loose Women?
Mm-hmm.
What does loose mean in a British context in that way? Loose tongue?
Oh, it's a play on words, isn't it? It's like, yeah, being loose, but also loose woman is a bit of a slut.
Right. Well, that's
loose in her morals. But in this case, yes, loose tongued. And they do exactly the same thing. Get together, complain about men.
Jesus. Oh, Doc, thank you for the $15 and the Trappist monks, those bastards. Is it possible to make Drunkle a sheep since he's Welsh? He could finally be a national sex icon.
Not Welsh.
Not Welsh. Let us move on to another story. Lemurs.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
What did the lemurs do?
What have they done now?
Lemurs. San Antonio woman arrested. She was arrested after investigators find lemurs at her Northside home. She went on TikTok to discover that she had lemurs at her home. Christy Lee Alarondo, 35, is charged with 2 counts of cruelty to a non-livestock animal. She was arrested for having lemurs. How'd she get them? No one knows.
Stole them from the zoo.
Yeah.
Doesn't that cruelty to non-livestock animals suggest that there's going to be a different charge to cruelty to a livestock animal?
Well, I mean, a lot of the ways you take out cows is you hit them in the head with a sledgehammer, or you use that air gun pin thing to take them out. That could be considered cruel, but we're going to eat them, so it's fine.
What if she's going to eat the lemurs?
There's so much meat on them, I doubt it. They're kind of lean.
Well, she's like, oh, here he is with the lean again.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on for lemurs.
Yeah, and besides, how long are they going to last anyway? They're going to do themselves in eventually. What does it matter?
I do like a bit of nihilism.
Well, I was hoping somebody got the half joke. Moving along. Okay, man arrested on burglary charges in Richmond. Okay, so just, what the hell, right? This is why it's worthwhile reading the story. Check this out. Early Friday morning, Richmond Police Department responded to a call about a residential robbery. Eric Schmidt, 32, reportedly forced his way into a home in Richmond armed with a knife. While inside, Richmond police said Schmidt attacked someone inside the home and took control of a handgun. Schmidt was said to have fired the gun inside the home before stealing medication and fleeing the scene. While investigating, Richmond police said Schmidt contacted the victims on social media and threatened to return to use the stolen handgun on them. Schmidt did return to the residence where a standoff occurred after being confronted by police. After a 2-hour negotiation, he surrendered himself. He actually did it.
He's got Schmidt for brains.
So he goes up on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, go, yo, look at the gun I got from you. I'm gonna come back and get you, motherfuckers. You know, I'll be there at 4 o'clock. And the police are waiting. And they got him. I mean, so look at the mitten full of charges he's got. Burglary first degree, robbery first degree, terroristic threat first degree, wanton endangerment first degree of 3 counts of that, assault in 4th degree, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, resisting arrest, theft of legend drug, first offense.
And cruelty to a non-livestock animal.
I suggest a correction. Suggest a clarification? Is that a thing? Can we do that?
I want to know what a legend drug is. That sounds awesome.
I mean, I've heard of Schedule 1 drugs. That's been a phrase that I've heard used.
Drug of legend.
Yeah.
Ambrosia, isn't it?
Yeah. The lotus plants that they were eating during the Odysseus's travels.
Yeah. Or like the shit the hallucinogens that Vikings would take before they raided a village.
Right. Drugs of
That's drug of legend.
Or the super hot peppers that the Mayans or the whatever they're called, not the Ozarks. Those are mountains.
Aztecs,
yeah. Not Ozarks, Aztecs. I'm on cold medication.
The pepper that Homer eats in that episode of The Simpsons.
Oh yes, the Guatemalan insanity pepper.
Waxes. Yep.
That's it. Thank you.
Moving along. Yeah, that's a mitten full of charges for a moron. Well done.
Yeah. Terroristic threat.
I love this story so much, and this relates to England. I owe it to the kids. Coin found by detectorist dad sold for 648,000 fucking pounds. That's the that's the actual coin. It's found 10 centimeters beneath the ground. His kids are bugging him. When you need to get the metal detector out, Dad, we want to go metal detect with you because his
detectoring.
His 13-year-old daughter's really into history and whatnot. And it's like, Dad, let's go, blah blah blah. Right? What does he pull up? Holy shit! Michael Lee Mallory, 52, found a Henry III gold penny buried 10 centimeters deep beneath farmland in Devon village of Hemiock. Shortly after taking up his old hobby again, it is the first gold coin stamped in England.
Ever?
In England, for a king, in and about 1257.
It's of the first gold coins. It's not like the first gold coin like this. Right, we're going to start stamping gold coins now. This one, brilliant. Bury that one 10 centimeters under the ground in Devon, yeah?
No. I said in England. That's why I said England's oldest gold coin. See?
This is actually... No, I mean, is it of the batch of oldest gold coins, or is it the oldest gold coin?
Oh, I see the distinction of the batch, I would assume.
Yeah.
But that's fucking... I see why it sold for what it did. Look at its condition. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Look, Henry's looking good.
As you could find.
Yeah.
I mean, and 648,000 pounds. Good on you, bro.
Fucking decent.
And there's Mallory and his family, and like there's the daughter's really into history. So what's he doing with the money? He's splitting it evenly with the landowner. Said, hey man, you mind if I go detector in on your property? And the guy's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And so he split the money.
Nice.
He split the money with him evenly, and the rest of the money he says going to his kid's college education because they're both really big history nerds and whatnot.
Fucking A, that's awesome. You'd want to sneak in a holiday in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's just really fucking awesome. And of course, it's gold, so completely untarnished. I can't get over the fucking condition of it. No wonder it sold so high. That's fucking sweet.
That is the best condition you can probably hope for.
I mean, it's got a dent in the side, and that's it. But it's like, that's probably what it looked like after being stamped. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For some reason, they put it on ground beef. Take the photo as well. What's that about?
It's stricken, not stamped, Polly. Well, thank you for being the actually guy zombie, Teddy. Everybody appreciates them.
I mean, it does actually say underneath the photo the penny was struck in about 1257. So, like, let's read the article, Pollock.
You, of all people, are telling me to read articles? You?
Hey, we're talking about my history here.
Moving along. No, dismiss. Mutant quads, there are now four different strains of Omicron circulating, WHO warns. It's never going to end, guys. Just, that's it. That's it. It's never going to end. Just get used to it.
I think we just have to come to terms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because 4? You think they're done with 4? No, there'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, version 2.75, versions 1, 2, and 3. Like, it's just going to go on and on. They've got stuff in alpha and beta testing right now that they haven't released yet. I'm not actually saying, like, conspiratorially. I just mean, like, this COVID thing. Masks and boosters forever. Have you seen the French passport, vaccine passport thing that's got, like, 9 checky boxes on it for boosters?
I did not.
Yes. Wish I was making that up. Then when asked about it, government official, I love this, says we're not planning for that. And it's like, this is your card. You printed this. It's got 9 spots on it for boosters. We're not planning on asking people to get 9 spots. This is your card. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There we go. Oh, here's a fun one. And by fun, I mean creepy, but hilarious in its weak attempt. Just say good afternoon to them. So this ad was put up on social media, and it reads as follows. I'm Lisa, an event organizer for a tuition scholarship charity this week. A beautiful girl is needed for 59 minutes standing inside greeting people who come inside. You must be at least 18 years old with tiny breasts and thick legs. Email pictures and a mobile number to this posting to be considered.
No, don't do it.
What?
Don't do it. But it's a trap. It's a trap.
You think it's a trap? Are you sure? I don't know. It doesn't sound suspicious to me at all. It sounds fine.
That is all right.
I mean, people throw around the word sus a lot. You know what I mean? But when then you come across something like this, it's like, yo. But it does say at the bottom, compensation is $106.
Just suspiciously specific.
Yes. Does anyone out there with, any girls out there with thick legs and small breasts? And I'll read the way that it actually reads. You must be at least 18 years old with tiny breast and thick leg. Email pictures.
One breast.
And mobile number to this posting to be considered. Jesus.
Let's all email it. Just send them photos of your boy Pat.
I'm an event organizer for a tuition scholarship charity this week. We're called International Export and Import Unamalgamated. It's nothing suspicious at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Sex Work Inc.
Okay, so everybody knows about drop bears.
Yeah.
Right. Well, plummeting temperatures are causing iguanas to fall from the sky.
I know, it's going to fall in some poor girl's mouth and she's going to choke.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we have the same article like every...
Really?
Maybe it happens every 2 years.
Like you've heard of
it's always something...
The iguana droppers?
Someone going crazy about the lizards freezing and falling.
Well, actually, they're hot and falling. But really? You've heard the story before? Okay, well, fine. We'll move on then.
No, it says frozen.
They're cold and falling. You're going to get hot and fall. You get too hot, they'll float.
So whatever.
Heat rises.
Low temperatures. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shit on your article. I'm just saying that they do the same thing every, couple of years because people are like, why are lizards just falling? We have not learned this yet, even though we live in Florida. Well, it's the same issue here. It snows a little bit, and everyone instantly forgets how to drive.
Yeah, well, that's true here as well. It's like, oh my God! I've seen 2 people slide into the back of somebody else because they didn't brake remotely soon enough. As soon as they started sliding, what did they do? Well, press extra hard on their brake. Oh.
That'll help.
Yeah, that's
harder.
Grip the steering wheel tightly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they do grip the steering wheel so they can push the brake all the way down, hoping to explode the brake fluid line, you know, because that's really going to stop things. I pump the brake, kid. Jesus.
Turn away from the spin. Or turn into the spin. Like, people don't know how to drive. Like, okay, maybe you're new here, that's fine, but it's definitely, like, people I know don't know how to drive, and I know you've lived here for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you live in a place that has battery blankets or engine block heaters at all?
I don't know what they are, so I'm gonna say no.
No. Engine block heaters are like if you live in Minnesota or anywhere in Maine. In Maine, it gets very, very cold. They sell cars with engine block heaters. So you plug your car in and it heats up the antifreeze. And the antifreeze through normal heat circulation moves throughout the engine. So when you start your car, it's already warm.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. I kind of want one of those. Because like when it's...
How cold does it get where... If you don't want to get specific, that's fine. But how, like, what is the coldest normal temperature you get?
Like coldest recorded temperature?
No, like one that comes, you're like, all right, it's that time of year again. Like you're used to it, but it's still cold as fuck.
Freezing? About? Not much beneath that.
Really?
Yeah, not much beneath that.
Yeah, here we get like negative.
Ooh.
I think it was -5 like 2 nights ago.
Like I'm trying to guess off of what you say. You said general average sort of thing. Like it gets cold enough for snow. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I mean, to the point of like bitter Arctic blow your face off wind. No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we get it. The air hurts my face cold.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's.
I don't understand how you guys get so competitive over temperatures.
I was asking a question.
But look at the chat as well. They're all getting involved. And eventually someone's going to be like, that's not
the
cold,
chat is
you
getting
pussy."
involved in a stream?
Every
Guys,
time,
shut up. And
every
don't
time
give
I
your
go-
dollars either.
It's cold. You'd be like, well, how cold is it over there? What? That's not cold.
Because your coldest is like
cold.
30 to fucking 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
You're ultra competitive or sensitive.
We're American.
over your
It's what we
temperatures.
do.
I don't understand why.
Okay, well, let me... Sinatra.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard Brits that live, like, 4 fucking miles from each other and talking about those idiots in the county one, a few clicks over? We're competitive.
Oh, dude.
Like, if these people, they hate each other. Like, oh, they're from the
They
north.
burn cities down over soccer matches.
I know, like, we're competitive? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, yeah, sure, we make fun of...
an enemy for life.
Sure, we make fun of the Californians and Florida men, and New Jersey is the armpit of America. Yeah. And you got the coastal elites, and they suck. Yeah. Okay, but you guys, all of y'all hate all of each other, like, badly.
It's an equal opportunities country.
Yeah.
And we've never been happier.
Those goddamn Lilliputians.
We have an actually big country, so it's interesting to compare, like, averages around. The entirety of fucking England is the size of my state.
Yeah, see, now you're getting competitive over size.
Let me ask you something, Trunko. Where you live, does it snow? Do you get snow at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just wondering if it got that cold.
Well, no, yeah, because I live in the tropical part of England.
I knew England, I think everybody does, is a very moist place. It's very rainy. But I didn't know if it actually turned to snow.
Known to?
Precipitation does not mean frozen precipitation.
Well, yeah, we get snow.
What you're trying to tell me the south of England, like there's no area where it's like kind of like snowless, basically.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. See, I didn't know
the whole place sucks. Oh, well, no, unless you go to the zoo, you go into that special house where they keep all the brightly coloured birds.
Sinatra, see, okay, it's been a few times now, right? that I brought up that any question that I ever bring up about the UK is met with extreme defensiveness and hostility.
Was that fair? You just said, does it snow in Britain? Of course it fucking snows in Britain.
See, any question, it doesn't matter. Hostility, anger, resentment.
Hey, Sinatra, do you get wind in Ohio by any chance?
The worst you can imagine.
Oh yeah, see, now he's getting competitive over wind. Fucking.
Okay, let's move on to the next story after
we
the
get wind
iguanas.
where they put out warnings. Like the state puts out warnings because the wind is so bad.
Oh man, it's like people are like, oh, there's a tropical part of England. I'm not talking tropics. There are plenty of places that are not equatorial that don't get snow. It's a fucking thing. For Christ's sake. Moving on. Sons of bitches.
It's you. It was you. That was your fault.
You're the one who refuses to answer.
Get snow.
You're the one who refuses to answer questions about the UK that I'm legitimate. I'm gonna go talk to irate Alex. I can ask him questions and he gives me answers without. And his name is irate. His name is irate, and he won't get irate. You get irate. You're irate drunkle.
He'll be like, of course we get fucking snow, you idiot otter.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. He would be like, what do you mean, like, where? And then I'd ask, well, like, throughout the whole, like, think there's nowhere that doesn't get snow. He goes, oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, it's everywhere. Oh, okay. I was just curious if, like, in the South, maybe it was just always just sleet and rain, but never actually developed snow.
Yeah, get snow? How does it get snow?
There's no reason to get this uppity, man. None.
Do you live? I think I live in a fucking the Britain next to Ecuador or something. Like, of course we get fucking snow.
Yeah, St. Michael, the irate limes, exactly. What's the deal over there, man? Okay, moving along. All right. I don't have a video for this, and it's sad. Horrific moment as powerlifter's arm snaps as she squats massive 369-pound weights. This video is actually not related to this story. This is
Vito.
Well, there's no video. This is her arm snapping backwards.
Oh, maybe he's trying to say video. Yeah.
Vito? Why? Are you a powerlifting woman?
He's trying to say
I don't
video.
Want to see it. I don't want to see it.
All right.
Because her arm snapped because the temperature.
That is
was so
the one
cold.
thing that I will tap out of immediately. Is lifting mistakes. Nope, don't want to see it.
All right. Wild boar kills Italian hunter by biting his leg and severing an artery after it had been shot.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, here's a perfect example. Wandering Lisa in the chat. Hey, Polly, does it rain in America? It is not unreasonable to go in some places, yeah.
Yeah, and there's other places that are like the Gobi Desert. No, yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, all right, but then like a fucking 5 minutes ago, Sinatra said, "Oh, your country is the size of my entire state." So we've established that Britain is a little place. We get one weather.
So it doesn't.
It does fucking snow.
Apparently not if you only get one weather.
No, like we share a weather. It's a wee place, and we get snow and rain. We get the sunshine as well. We get the wind, sleet. What else is there? That.
Dry summers.
We have a dry summer, yeah.
Okay.
Had a wet summer as well.
That I believe.
No. Oh, so that you believe? But snow? Oh no, that's beyond the realms of possibility for Polly.
No, it wasn't at all. It was a unknown to Polly, which is why I asked. And I should have known better asking Drunkle about the UK, because it provokes anger, hostility, and resentment.
Just asking stupid fucking questions. Ignorant fucking questions. Do you get snow?
Okay, now that would hold up if you hadn't done it on legitimate questions as well. It's any question related to the UK from me.
Oh, try another one.
No.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
No.
I'll be fucking pleasant, mate. I'll be a hoot.
No.
Get a bit of fog.
That I believe, yeah. Okay, wild boar kills Italian hunter by biting it. Okay, look. Giulio, a seasoned hunter, landed a shot on a wild boar and approached his prey. But the beast sprang to its feet and fatally bit him as it severed his femoral artery. So what does this tell you? Okay, so we got a lot of feral pigs here, right? In Texas, Florida, some other places as well. You don't shoot the pig. You barrage it, okay? You lay down a positive sortie of fucking...
Remember when you said these didn't exist?
Shut the fuck up. I did not say they didn't exist. And even if and even if it did, right, I got shown a photo of 30 to 40 feral hogs, and I went, oh, okay then. And that was the end of it, until you kept bringing things up.
Yeah, okay.
Every time a hog is mentioned, it's, hey, drunkle.
Jesus, really? Because this is the first I've heard of it. Does this like go back to ghost poo and shit?
Yeah,
it's old.
Oh my god!
We were doing something, and I mentioned it was an article that mentioned 30 to 50 feral hogs, and Drunkle's like, yeah, that's just a thing. Those just walk around. They're like, they do. He's like, yeah, fuck you, they do.
It was hubris was right ahead of you. He just said 30 to 50 feral hogs. There you go, confirmation.
Yeah. it was people's justification for owning an AR-15. When would you ever need one? You go, well, when we got 30 to 50 feral hogs on your land.
Yeah. Oh my god, bacon wrapped tanks and fucking things. They're vicious. They will maul you. Them sharp little fucking hooves of theirs.
Oh yeah.
The things they do to land, to people. They multiple litters throughout the year. They're tough. Like you have to like the Italian hunter here. I'm not surprised that he put one right broadside through it. And it still got up. Like, you should see them once they get hit. If you watch YouTube videos of people feral hog hunting, they'll nail them and they fall on their back, but then they still keep running. They're tough as fuck. Like, people in chat are saying, like, oh, he's double tap. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And 22 caliber is not enough to do it, man. You pick an AR-15 and, okay, if you are going to go 5.56, hit it a number of times and pick some quality ammunition, guys. You know what I mean? Like, bacon-wrapped tanks. They're unfucking believable. Okay.
They took down Robert Baratheon.
Tragic Gardener, thank you for the $5 and the exploding refried cat crow. Love it. Well, there were tropical parts of Britain, like in India. I love it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was awesome. So I feel really bad for this guy. Like he fucking died. Look at him. He's there. Oh, look, there's a picture of a feral hog. I mean, talk about
gets a bite of the ball that got me.
Yeah, and by the way, absolutely invasive species. Kill at will because you cannot. They're like bunnies in Australia. You can't take out enough of them to make a dent. Like, by all means, go hog wild.
A bunny's gonna sever your femoral artery, though?
No, bunnies won't, but they will absolutely decimate crops and just take over land and. Whatever
crops or land.
Whatever native species are there will be, pushed right the fuck out because the rabbits have moved in. They're adorable but invasive. They're like women.
Well. That's part of the reason
they're hot, but they
invented.
take over. It's just. What? Go ahead. What?
Read this somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's part of the reason tannerite was invented to go in those hog traps. The cages that spin down and drop. You're supposed to fill the center with tannerite and blow it the fuck up.
No shit.
That could be bullshit, but I just read that somewhere.
The bunnies are always innocent, Polly. Well, innocent or not, it's a fucking horde of them. It's like the crawdaddies, the crawfish, the American Gulf.
Oh, dude, those are fucking everywhere.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black! What?
Okay, calm down about the goddamn weather. Seattle gets barely snow because of the Hobe Sound. Jacksonville, Florida gets fewer hurricanes because of the Gulf Stream. It is a reasonable question.
It's not a reasonable question, Gamer Levy. He said that my whole fucking island is the size of fucking Ohio. So, like, it's not a reasonable question, is it? He said that it's a small place, and then this fuckhead comes over. Does you get snow over there? It's not a reasonable fucking question. It's a stupid question.
It's a completely reasonable question.
Not a reasonable question.
Okay, so let's keep the theory in mind, okay?
While you're looking that up, the American crawfish from the Gulf are over in England, and the English crawfish are smaller but tastier. But because of
the snow.
Man, if you keep nursing that chip on your shoulder, your whole arm's gonna fall off.
It's a crisp on your shoulder over here, but okay.
So Mississippi is almost a 1-to-1 size comparison to England. It is not unreasonable to go, hey, does Mississippi get snow? Because I don't think they do. But if you went, hey, does Alaska get snow? Yes, they do.
And how far is Alaska from the Mississippi River?
Pretty far.
Pretty far.
Pretty far, but you could, all right, pick a different state right there. Colorado's. Does Colorado get snow? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You've got like 3 different time zones. We've got one time zone. The time zone. We're small. Of course we get snow.
That is just absolutely not an unreasonable question. It's really not, though.
Is though.
Speaking of poor, look at them gams. Okay, Doc donated $3. Thank you very much for the sexy lady dropping the negligee. Ladies, do that for your fella. He'll appreciate it. As a diagnosed autist, I feel uniquely qualified to say this weather argument's retarded.
I know. Just say, yes, we do get snow.
We do get snow!
Moving on, then.
So I found this website called The True Size, and it takes any place in the world.
Travis
And
Gardner,
it
thank you for the
puts it on
$3. I would love to see Far animate an argument between you and Drunkle. Between me and Drunkle or Sinatra and Drunkle? Me and Drunkle? I don't know. Our arguments are kind of like, it would just be like a head yelling and screaming while an otter's like, hey man, what the fuck? Like, you know.
But you instigated it. I don't know what the fuck. I was like going up.
Yeah,
fucking...
Polly, stop asking questions.
Yeah,
just know everything.
Instigation.
Questions.
Okay, the instigation gets. It's like, do you, Drunkle, do you get snow where you live? Like, you can go back to whatever timestamp it's at. That's all I asked.
It's a stupid
Stop
question.
asking things. Just know everything, dude.
Is it so hard to believe that I'm genuinely interested in the UK? That's why I ask these questions, but don't much anymore because of this reaction?
Do you get that? And you know, I'd be all for it. I'd be all for it if it was like, if people were like, hey, you know, what do you call this over there? Do you have the same word for this over there? Oh well, yeah, no, we did.
Oh, motherfucker,
No,
you low down dirty liar. I asked you.
You lie like a rug.
Oh, you lie like a cheap suit on top of a cheap rug. Listen,
I like a rug.
I asked a question about like, what do you call?
We have rugs over here.
Yeah, Daryl O'Dell in the chat has a great argument. You can go 10,000 miles south and you're still in the same time zone.
Right? You go 10,000 miles south here, you'd be in the water.
Yeah, same time zone though.
But what? What's that got to do with snow? What I'm saying is America is
You're
big.
the one who brought it up.
America is big. Britain is small.
So it is therefore reasonable to go, hey, we don't get snow everywhere, do you?
Of course we fucking do. We're tiny. There's no tropical part of Great Britain.
No one said
Polly,
there was. You said that. No one said that. You said that.
Polly, I live off of the lake in Ohio, right? So right here, I get this thing called lake effect snow.
All right.
You know who doesn't get lake effect snow?
People who don't live near a lake.
So yeah, it's Southern Ohio.
Oh, so fair enough. Yeah, but it's
Yeah, if you
but
went,
it's right
hey,
close
do you get
by
lake
though,
effect
right?
snow in Cincinnati? They'll be like, no, we don't get that.
What's lake effect snow?
It is.
Well,
snow
that's a
created
stupid
from a
question.
lake.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Obviously,
just
it's snow
no.
related to a lake. You fuck.
Fair play.
I'm actually curious myself. What is lake effect snow?
Oh, you dumb fuck. Oh, my God. Do you have lakes where you live?
Yes.
It is snow falling from the lake. It's a little bit harsher, a little bit more it's thicker, I guess. It's a different type of snow.
Travis Gardner for the $3 and the Ricky Spanish says, I just found out that Britain has tornadoes. Not like ours, though. But would like to see British storm chasers. It's not all that. It's just a bit of spiral wind, really. Don't really do all that. No, not a lot of damage, if at all. We also have quite a lot of earthquakes, but they're very, very slight. And so don't even register on the Richter. Well, you need a proper Richter scale, but don't even register in our tiny little British minds that there's just been an earthquake because they're so small. They're so wee.
Huh.
It did have an earthquake once, though. I was like 17. I was getting stoned in my mate's bedroom, and there was an earthquake. And it was the kind I've never felt an earthquake before. And we were just all like wide, bright red eyes at each other, like, fuck, the ground just moved. That was an experience.
See, that would be also a reasonable question, is to ask if you get earthquakes.
No, we don't live on a fault line. Are you fucking crazy? Rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, they're just really small.
They're wee. Okay, moving along. All right, let's talk about.
You're taking a piss out of me now. I gave a legit answer. Now you're like, they're wee. Fuck you.
Okay, let's talk about this bird. Rare eagle seen in Maine.
Oh, we got those in England as well. Yeah, we got birds.
I find it hard to believe you have these birds, though, because these are rare birds. Wowing birder.
We have rare birds.
Well, listen to this. Listen to the title from the Associated Press. Rare eagle seen in Maine. Wowing birders might say a bit.
I mean, the bird in question is chill as fuck right now, isn't he? Like,
well, let's just focus on this mangled fucking sentence. Might say a bit. Okay. Anyway.
I'm just going to throw a request out there. Next time Drunkle starts pontificating on his, why would you ask such a stupid question? Somebody hit up the fart donation, see if we could tell it apart.
Uh-huh. We could do that thing. Okay, what's weird is that these in Georgetown, Maine, where they spotted this rare species of eagle, they're thrilled bird lovers and baffled scientists arriving because they're mostly from Asia. There's only a few thousand of them worldwide. Mostly in Asia, Russia, and Japan. It has a wingspan of up to 8 feet. The bird is far off course, and nobody has any fucking idea how it got there. And it's the only one that they've ever seen there.
Probably flew, didn't it?
Well, one would have to imagine, but that's quite the long flight, and why would it do that? It has no...
That's why it looks so rested in that tree.
That's funny. I was just talking to Miss Sin about this earlier. Pigeons don't migrate.
Huh.
We were driving, and there were just a fuck ton of pigeons on the wire. I'm like, why are they here in January? Like, I don't think they migrate. I was like, what do you mean they don't migrate? We pulled over, and she looked it up.
Too lazy, I guess. Oh, lazy. Oh, they just haven't got the energy reserves to migrate during the colder months.
Uncle?
Yes?
Oh, you don't want to read that? Okay, I'll move on then.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
It was only $1. He's not interested.
I thought you were gonna... Oh, fuck off. It's in the Pokemon Drunkle show. I honestly thought you were going to ask if we have pigeons in the... Okay. Stave Deeve for $1 saying, it's okay, Drunkle. Clearly the Otter doesn't know enough about geography. Here's $1 for crisps to make you feel better. To throw them at Polly. Either or. Thank you, Steve.
From this moment on...
I've said, why would government spy vehicles migrate?
I am resolved to just assume whatever I want about England and the UK in its entirety, actually. And you
you did anyway.
And you are required to accept it from this point on because you refuse to answer questions
directly.
I like this
idea.
So, I'm just going to assume
how more direct can I go? You go, do you get snow in Britain? Like, of course we have fucking snow in Britain. How more direct can I get than that? I didn't beat around the proverbial bush with that one, Polly.
So we're, Sinatra, next time we're in the UK, we should go to the UK together and watch the three-legged women do the can, because, that's a thing, the three-legged women.
I swore never to return back to that shithole island. If you go back, I would love to go back with you.
Yeah. We they sell haggis on a stick on every street corner in London. And
they do.
Yeah. I can just assume anything and it must be real.
A constable stops you and goes, "Oi, you have a license for that haggis?"
It's Burns Week, actually, so there is quite a lot of haggis.
Hey, cutie, want some candy?
I'm just kidding. Get in the car.
Get in the car. Gamer Valine, thank you for the $9. Maryland doesn't get deep snow from north or west. Deep snow in Maryland comes from the south. You know why? The Appalachian Mountains. Oh, look! Land features impact weather, like Scotland's Highlands.
Is Scotland part of England?
I said the UK.
We're mixing in between when it's convenient, aren't we? Tragic Garden throws $3 for the Ricky Spanish. Then I used to live in Moore, Oklahoma, and tornadoes have fucked that city over many times. 3 EF5 tornadoes in 20 years, but now I'm just 15 miles away, and I've only had one warning. Isn't that nice?
Anyway, I wanted to show you this stellar sea eagle. Look at that fucking thing with its 8-foot wingspan.
Oh,
Look at that.
Wow. That is cool.
Yeah. 8 fucking feet. Woo! I mean, and look at those shoulders. Like, that's where the breasts be at. Imagine those bacon wrapped on a grill. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Barrel bacon.
Yeah, there's only and it's like somebody said it looks like a bird of vengeance. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That looks like the Polly, look up the buzzard. WMMS the buzzard. That looks like that fucking logo.
WM the buzzard?
WMMS the buzzard.
What radio station is that?
The one from here.
This one with
that's the fucking logo.
Honker and the waffle.
Yeah, right. This thing?
Yeah.
But a buzzard
That
is
looks like the
completely
exact
different
fucking bird.
A buzzard is a completely different bird.
It is, but it looks like the same exact one.
You know what? Like this thing's walking on ice because they get snow there. Can you imagine? Like, look at these fucking talons.
Ice.
Jesus.
Those
are chinchilla snatching.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Chihuahua snatching talons.
Look at those fuckers.
Ooh.
Jesus. And like, look at the look of evil in its eye. It's coming for you.
It is, because it's like hunched over as well. Like you should be wearing a top hat and a cloak.
Like, I'm not sure your beak is sharp enough. Fuck.
Skulking through the alleyways of Victorian London, you know?
Looks like a Batman villain.
Right? It's this is Moriarty's bird, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Do you have tiny breasts and thick legs? Come and say hello.
If Moriarty had a shoulder bird, it would be that thing.
Okay, an F-35 crashes while landing on the USS Carl Vinson. In the South.
Sweet, I'm glad we're looking good.
Carl Vinson.
Carl Vinson. Yeah, I know. I only brought this article up and called it the Carl Vinson just to piss off Elaine, because she's going to have opinions. 7 U.S. sailors injured following a, quote, landing mishap involving a combat aircraft on deck of a nuclear-powered U.S. supercarrier. That's it. I'm sure Valine has been spun into a tailspin of anger and resentment and information.
Tailspun?
Tailspun. Not a cool tail like this one, but an angry but an angry female one. I'm sure she's got opinions.
Oh, so something different.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to this, because this story just made me laugh. Because Saudi Arabia is a ridiculous place. Saudi Arabia restores ties with Thailand. Well-written article. Well done.
Thailand?
Yeah. Thailand? Saudi Arabia restores ties with Thailand after gem theft dispute. I'm like, the what? The two countries appoint ambassadors for the first time since 1989, when relations were frozen over the theft of precious gems. What? Really? Okay, so
all I'm hearing is that one country stole the gems and went, "Why would you do this?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got like the diplomat there talking to the Saudi Arabians, going, "Oh, well, I didn't fucking do it. What's your problem?"
Yeah, well, see this. They got a painting up. This is the grandson of the guy who had the most camels and the most muskets. And
good for him.
Yeah.
That makes you the king automatically, doesn't it?
It quite literally did. That's how the Saud family. Yeah, I just a little history for you there. Okay, but anyway, the story is Saudi Arabia and Thailand have announced the resumption of diplomatic ties following more than 30 years of frozen relation linked to the theft of jewels from a Saudi palace. In 1989, Thailand-born janitor Foreign stole $20 million worth of precious gems from the home of a Saudi prince, triggering a spat a spate of murders in Bangkok and a feud between the countries dubbed the Blue Diamond Affair. They started whacking people out in Bangkok over this. It's like, where's the gems? Where's the gems, fuckers? Or it was more like, gem. You know, like it so, yeah.
I'm just interested to learn about Blue Diamond Phillips.
Blue Diamond Joe Quimby.
I despise both of you. Both of you.
All right.
I regret nothing.
Salty Saudi is right. I mean, talking about holding a grudge. So you sent some agents over there, did you? Some undercover agents to kill a bunch of fucking Bangkokers and Bangkokanese? Bangkoks.
Hey, we tore the chat though. That's a dang car crash right on top of each other.
Bangkokian?
Yeah.
No, Blue Diamond Phillips.
I love it. It's just, and the full reestablishment of diplomatic relations. It wasn't because they were near war or anything like that. It's because some janitor stole some fucking gems from some, precious privileged Saudi prince.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's like, oh, we're cutting off relations with your country. And by the way, we're going to send a bunch of hooded guys to whack out some people in your capital. Like, what? I love this. Saudi Arabia has long accused the Thai police of bungling their investigation into the jewels theft with allegations that the stolen gems were snapped up by senior officers.
Oh, no.
Corruption in Thailand? No. I don't believe that. And corruption in Saudi Arabia? And
no.
Yeah. Mindless Saudi princes getting bent out of shape over small shit when the majority of their population lives in abject poverty and there's 50 billion of them.
At any rate, that is what we're going to try to do.
All right, here we go. Gamer Valine, thank you for the $3.50. How much are we going to do? That's at least a Class B mishap on the venison. We probably won't know if it's a Class A unless someone died. Yes, they are called mishaps. Oh, well, there you go. It wasn't a crash. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a landing failure. It was a mishap.
It was a UFO. Oh.
It was a possible kerfuffle when everything went cattywampus.
We have kerfuffles in the UK.
Really? Are they allowed to run free?
No. Factory farmed.
Oh, nice.
Well, you think. It stresses out the meat. A lot of flavor.
Okay, so the Aboriginal flag copyright deal is the best we could possibly hope for, intellectual property experts say. The what? Okay, so the Aboriginal people have their own flag in Australia, and there it is. Okay,
right.
And they have it copywritten. And the federal government in Australia paid $20 million to be able to use it without a constant licensing fee. The federal government announced that it paid more than $20 million to foreign artist Harold Thomas. He's the Aboriginal artist Harold Thomas, and license
We're in
holder.
the wrong game.
Yeah, and license holders to secure the copyright for the iconic flag. Does anyone give a fuck? You know who gives a fuck? Guilty white liberal. Well, yeah, he does definitely. Yeah, because he's got money riding on it. But like guilty white liberals in Australia, like Australia Day just went by, right? But they don't want to call it Australia Day anymore. It's like a Aboriginal Rights Day or Aboriginal Recognition Day because it's Colonization Day because it's the day that Australia was blah 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 blah. Western Australian independence now. That's what I'm saying. Because all this shit would come to an end. You need to break off from the rest of that fucking country. I mean, seriously, we're going to drop $20 million on a concentration camp and a flag. Like, it's what? This is what you're paying taxes for. Also from Australia, Chinese businessman reveals why he bought Scott Morrison's WeChat account. Scott Morrison, for those who don't know, is the Prime Minister of Australia for this week.
I did not know that. Thank you for explaining it.
WeChat.
What is WeChat?
WeChat is Chinese Instagram.
And
is available
Instagram.
Yeah, it's available mostly in like Cantonese Mandarin or whatever the fuck, Szechuanian. You know.
Insta-chan?
Insta-chan. Yeah, possibly. So, to appeal to that demographic, Scott Morrison, Prime Minister, started a WeChat account in the way that Hillary Clinton wanted everyone to Pokemon Go to the polls, like that kind of thing, trying to be down with the kids. It's like we need to appeal to the Asian demographic, the Chinese demographics. What we're going to do is get a WeChat account. And apparently, and it's a Chinese company, and somebody in China just bought the Prime Minister's account. Because like, oh, this one's got a lot of followers. Didn't even know who Scott Morrison was. So now he owns the Prime Minister of Australia's WeChat account. So he can speak to all the Chinamen in Australia and be like, yeah, whatever. Send out porn, hentai.
Look at this iconic new Aboriginal flag.
Yeah, you get some like some hentai coming in during Italian parliamentary meetings and stuff. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Moving along. Nearly $20,000 worth of copper stolen from a lumber mill, and police want answers. God damn it!
Oh.
And what was it?
Coins.
Piping and wire.
That's what it always is.
Isn't that... I find that so fascinating. That mobsters buy dilapidated houses just to strip all the fucking copper out of it. I love that.
It was going to be 200,000 pennies.
No, it's because copper is a precious metal. It's very useful. If you take a look at the price of a pound of copper on the open market right now, it's fairly high.
It's true, yeah. There was a time when people were using Google Earth to find, strip metals off of people's rooftops. They would locate where the metals were using Google Earth and then target that house.
Nice.
Churches. Happen to churches a lot, yeah.
Jesus. WeChat is the Chinese replacement for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and a basis for the social scoring system. Scott Morrison is about to not be welcome to, get a mortgage credit or open a bank account or whatever, because he's going to go around and do a bunch of bad things, like watch hentai. I just find it, this is one of the mob things that I find fascinating. It's like when Gaspipe Casso, the head of the then Lucchese crime family, his son stole a fuck ton of nickels to drain the nickel out of them, which is, a federal crime, right? For the value of the nickel itself as a material, because it's worth more than the nickels.
Yeah.
That was fucking great. Oh yeah, he got busted for it hard. The things that mobsters get into.
That would be like a defacing of the fucking legal mint or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's illegal for you to burn $1, isn't it?
Sure is.
Yeah,
and it's harder to burn $1 than you'd think, because it's made out of linen, not paper.
I've done it.
When
I came back from America, I still had a couple of dollars, and there was a photo of me lighting a cigarette off of one.
Well, that'll show them.
Yeah, well, I was in a different country. I was out of your jurisdiction, mate.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Okay, man found stumbling down the street carrying his own severed arm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, my aunt finally got to him.
A group of men are being hailed as heroes after saving the life of a 25-year-old man.
He was saved. So what he's saying is he's all right now.
Is there a band called, like, Armless Wonder that has a song called All Saved Now? What's the reference? I don't get it. What are you doing? What's happening?
Because he's only got one arm, so he's all right.
It could have been his left arm. You don't know.
Could have been. Well, we don't know. We don't know. I was getting in before it said if it was his left or his right arm, because I can't say he's all left now.
No, but you could say that's all he has left.
Yeah.
You could have said he didn't. He didn't.
Yeah.
Just, I'm not even gonna. Too bad he left it behind, etc. Okay, public works crews fixing a footpath in Lewiston, in the state.
They gave him a hand.
In the state of Maine, where they were all caught staring at a strange bird they didn't recognize at 9 a.m. on Friday, when a severely injured man suddenly emerged. The three witnesses immediately applied a tourniquet to the man's arm. Do you have those tourniquets? Lewiston Police Derek Lieutenant Sergeant St. Laurent, I totally fucked that up, doesn't matter, told the publication their quick thinking probably saved his life. The 20-year-old man has been identified, who has not been identified. How does his arm get cut off?
That's what we want to know.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. It is unknown if doctors will be able to reattach the arm, but the man is said to be alive and doing well. Police said they followed the blood trail. Well, that's a good idea. Back to an AK market. Maybe that's what happened. It got shot off.
What is that? Is that actually what an AK market is?
No, it says back to AK market, comma, a general store. I just couldn't resist. Yeah, he was... Where people report, I mean, this isn't a Saudi Arabian bazaar where you could just buy Kalashnikovs off the rack.
Yeah.
And children.
Who buys off the rack? Ew.
Well, they don't make new ones, man. They import them all from Russia and China. Literally.
Custom made.
Yeah. Where people reported that the man had lost his arm in a bandsaw accident.
Oh.
Fuck me.
That's a hell of an accident.
Quit pushing.
Bandsaw accident.
I mean, you've run a bandsaw before, right? Yeah, you push the wood through. When it starts cutting into your arm.
England?
Yes, I used it to make the box that I made out of wood that you didn't believe from the top of the show.
Oh, you got trees there.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Moving along. Toddler makes $2,400 online shopping order from mom's phone.
For him.
So, a family was left confused when parcels kept getting delivered to their door.
What did he buy, though?
Mudu Kumar had added a bunch of items to her cart through Walmart's online store, but she never purchased any of them. However, earlier in January, she carried blah, New Jersey home. Miss Kumar asked her two eldest children and her husband who had purchased them, but none of them had. Eventually, they figured out the 22-month-old foreign was behind the purchases using his mother's phone to spend around $1,700 or 2,380 Aussie dollars as her payment details were saved on the phone. She went through the cart, and whatever there, boom, clicked.
You're giving your phone to a 22-month-year-old. What the fuck do you expect is going to happen?
He's so little, he's so cute. We were laughing that he ordered all this stuff. Sure.
Bought a load of Fortnite skins and downloaded some new RAM. Stupid fucking idiot. And also, what is it with fucking people measuring children's age in months at that point? Is it 22 months? It's 1.
When did you stop, Sinatra? A year? Oh yeah? Cool. Let's move on.
Roughly.
Oh, god damn it.
Chance to shoot polar bear auction for 90 grand. Disgraceful.
We were hoping for 200.
Yeah. An online auction gave shooters a chance to kill a polar bear. Was slammed by an animal welfare advocacy group. With a low reserve of 25 grand, the hunting package ultimately sold for 65,000 to a bidder on the floor at a Safari Club International's annual convention held this year in Las Vegas. The U.S.-based hunting advocacy group celebrated its 50th anniversary. The polar bear was not the only wild animal whose life went under the hammer over the weekend.
That's the polar bear in question.
Yes.
Evil eyes.
Yeah. Other exotic creatures
devil.
offered off to raise funds for the SCI included a Western Canadian moose, a black bear, and a leopard. Well, yeah, but it's like you can't go up there and just shoot random polar bears because that would be poaching. Same thing with leopards, I would imagine, the black bear, the moose, etc. They're auctioning off the tag to legally hunt as opposed to go there and poach, which is a criminal offense. So it's disgraceful.
Decide what bear.
What's that?
Well, there's a culling aspect to it as well, though, isn't there? Like, because you can have too many and it's going to affect the population of other species around.
But that's what
to decide what bear, like
the
which
hunter
bear is okay to shoot.
The hunter.
Oh, so they just pay to get like any. You can shoot any one bear.
Sure.
One bear, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so you got deer tags, right? And the deer population is like 4 or 5 to 1 female to male. So they give out a lot more doe tags than they do buck tags on purpose. Because like Drunkle said, you can fuck up the population. Because if everyone goes out for stags because they want the antlers, well, that's a problem. Because their population has so few males compared to females. So they give out a lot more doe tags. And they only give out half the amount of doe tags that are expected to... They only give out half the amount of deer tags of that population are expected to die that year of starvation anyway. So it's truly culling the population. Because the animal advocacy rights groups don't want to admit that, do you know how many deer and polar bears die every year from starvation? It's why the Earth isn't populated entirely by deer and polar bears.
Would you shoot a polar bear?
I thought polar bears were extinct.
What?
Or going extinct, sorry.
No. You mean like saber-toothed cats? They're extinct.
No, I meant going extinct.
No, I don't think so.
Endangered.
I just don't see the problem with hunting. Like, I'm personally not a hunter, but I just don't see the fucking problem with it. I mean, this animal advocacy rights group were probably fucking complaining about this polar bear hunting while eating cheeseburgers. You know,
Does the hunter in question get to claim the bear corpse as well?
Well, yeah. I mean, the point isn't the point isn't to kill it. The point is to get the bear and get you want this laying on your fucking cabin floor.
Well, I don't know, because this is like a Safari Club International. So yes, the point is to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are people who are just like, I want to kill something on every continent, and power to you, man. Everyone's got hobbies. I appreciate that. So I should imagine you're paying 90 grand. Yeah, all right. It is so you can say, hey, I've killed a polar bear. Not a lot of people can say that.
Yeah, but you want the rug.
I want the meat. I want the rug. I want to be eating bear steak by the end of the night, mate.
Of course. Can you imagine how warm that rug would be? And you could wear its head as a hood. That's what I would ask a taxidermist to do.
And I would.
Yeah. Can you turn this into a coat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to protect me from the snow in England.
See my coat. See my coat. It'd be I'd be all over it. It'd be all over me. And now, if you feel bad about this bear, okay, remember, they're eating these. Hundreds of them all year long.
I'd eat one of those as well.
Look at him. His big, adorable puppy eyes. Oh,
I want to eat his face.
He's so innocent. And these monsters kill them constantly. But look at them. They're so cute. But he doesn't care because he's evil.
Seals are delicious.
He's full of
the low
blubber.
Price of 90 grand. This gentleman is going out of his own pocket, saving these cute little animals.
That's right. Do you know how many
predator?
Do you know how soft they are? How pettable? How incredibly affectionate these blubber-bound little furry guys are? And
they should be paying him for doing it.
And this guy, this Safari Club International hero, is going out there, 90 grand just to save these little guys. What a great man!
This ecological superhero is paying out of his own pocket, Polly, using his wealth for good.
That's right. People, they've got the story all backwards. He's trying to save the furry blubber seals.
But then also seal clubbing is a thing, isn't it? Again, to cull the population.
Yes.
There you go. They just hit him with sticks. I mean, also, while we're talking about furs, I would not mind a coat made out of seal.
No.
Baby seal, if you can.
Molly Okami says, aw, I just club baby seals. I sure hope that club was not supposed to be a heart, and that was like a horrible, horrible emoji accident. Or it was deliberate, and you're hilarious. Okay, moving along.
I see, there you go. Drucifer's got it right, though. Seals hunt penguins.
Motherfuckers.
Penguins are cute as fuck.
Yeah. Oh. See?
Penguins are absolutely worth defending.
Hell yeah. Everything's evil, Polly. Except for this one man who, out of his own bank account, is going out there to
save these adorable guys. I mean, come on.
They're not adorable. They're cold-blooded killers.
Well, yeah, they're penguin killers. Oh, what a hero of humanity. Tourist jailed for 8 years over drone pictures. Wait, what?
What?
This guy. Okay. He actually, for more than that, he got jailed for 8 years for taking drone photos over an Iranian desert. Benjamin Briere, 36 from France, was arrested in May 2020 after taking pictures of a desert area where photography is prohibited and asking questions on social media about Iran's obligatory Islamic headscarf for women.
Right, so it wasn't the photos then, was it? Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Iranian Revolutionary Court has sentenced Breer to 8 years in prison for espionage and 8 months of imprisonment for anti-government propaganda.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Iran. Just what wonderful, wonderful place.
Yeah. Holiday destination of a lifetime. It'd be the last place you ever visit.
Jesus fucking Christ. And it's like, oh, he had this scarf on. It's like, he looks like a Palestinian to me. Let's give him a full 8 years. Fuck him. Like, it's... Son of a bitch. Horrifying video emerges of a man ripping off a duck's head.
Oh my God! Why'd you have all the animal abuse?
We're trying to stop the animal uprising, and I'm showing you that the humans are fighting back.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. Horrifying video has emerged showing a man ripping a duck's head off in suburban New South Wales. Posted on social media Saturday, the incident is alleged to have occurred in front of a club of the Southern Highlands. The footage shows 2 men running haphazardly along the road across a lawn and tear. Next story related, hunt for men after duck found decapitated in car park. They're looking for these guys. They ripped off a duck's head and we're going to find him, God damn it.
Holy shit, that's Mac from his Always Sunny in Philadelphia. What a bastard.
The 2 men left the scene before police were notified about the incident. With investigations ongoing, authorities have released photos of the 2 men they believe will be able to assist with inquiries. By the way, if you know anything or anyone even remotely related to January 6th, call the FBI. One man is described of being Caucasian in appearance.
These men who killed a duck are now being chased by the old Bill.
I don't get that.
Me neither.
Is that like a nickname for the government? The old Bill?
Police.
The police.
You guys have police over there?
It's also a duck's beak.
And currency.
No, it's more of an invoice.
Nah, if you got like an old dollar bill, old bill.
But we don't have a dollar bill.
No, but okay. If you got an old 10-pound note, it's like an old 10-pound bill.
The old note.
Oh, this motherfucker.
I hear some things don't translate that well, do they? Like Mike Savage says, "Nice one, Drunkle." Thank you, Mike Savage.
Jesus. Otters surprise scientists by learning how to solve puzzles from one another. Well, of course.
What?
Of course, look how adorable they are. Much more so than like these seals, like they're nothing.
Yeah.
It's like Molly Okami says. This is where it's at. River otters. Adorable.
His little hands.
Yeah.
And the one at the front, he's just like, calm down, mate.
But they can teach each other how to solve puzzles. It's great. Otters are naturally playful, inquisitive animals. It's true. But a new study reveals that Asian short-clawed otters learn relatively fast from one another when solving puzzles to get food. A research team at the University of Exeter gave groups of otters a variety of different transparent containers, each containing meatballs as bait.
Oh, Sinatra, no!
These plastic puzzles could be opened by twisting or pulling a pair of a lid handle. Researchers found evidence that social learning, as when one otter cracked the puzzle, its closest friends quickly figured it out too. Is that like them helping each other, or is that just the power of observation?
That's cheating. You did that in an exam. You wouldn't be like, oh no, I quickly figured it out too after watching someone else answer correctly. That's fucking cheating, mate.
Yeah. I don't get, like, they're mammals. Can't most mammals do that? Like, they watch one dog, like, run through the doggy door, and then so the second dog realizes that it can get out that way too? I mean, isn't it just... Like, the mammalian brain's pretty sharp, but it's...
Yeah, but then I've never seen a dog, like, take the lid off of a jar.
Well, they don't have these very tactile hands. Otters are awesome because they got, like, these... They do all these awesome, cute things with their hands because they're very dexterous.
Like rape other otters, yeah.
Those are sea otters. These are river otters. Stop spreading Alex's propaganda.
Despite making up 13% of the otter population.
No.
Okay, on to our titular article, which isn't an article, it's just a video, but a damn good one. You ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
What in the Back to the Future?
Is that how they keep the tracks from getting too cold?
Oh, that's a good show.
And then another one's coming, and it starts more fires. Okay, now here's the thing. I went in, and this happens in Chicago, Illinois, and I go down and I start reading, why is this causing people like, oh, there's old tracks, and it's a combination of the salt, the heat, the fact that they're old tracks made out of a certain material that you get this buildup on the surface, and the combination of the heat, the conductivity of the water that's melted on top, and the chemical makeup of the old tracks along with the salt creates an exothermic reaction, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm a curious man about the world. I want to know things. I look into things. But right now, all I care is that there's train tracks on fire, and it's awesome. Look, it got up to 88 miles per hour.
It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it just looks awesome. I mean,
it's just such a shame that it's going so slowly. This is like sidling on through the fire. Like, no, put your foot down, driver. Come on, it'd be awesome.
And the engineer's like, fuck, I'm speeding up. This is great. I'm like Doc Brown.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Probably not safe, but awesome.
I've seen Back to the Future 3. I know a train can get up to 88. Let's do this.
I've played Train Simulator.
So anyway, that is the titular article on why trains can get up to 88 miles per hour. It's and they woke up in what, 1985, 1955, and what was the future date?
Oh, 2020 something.
2015.
No, it did pass recently, didn't it?
I think it was 2015 because it wasn't like 30 years back and 30 years forward. That was the idea. So it would have been 2015.
4th of December 1985. That's when it was released. Thank you, Google. October 21st, 2015.
Replay the clip at 2 times speed. Okay.
Yeah, make it faster.
Hey, I can't do that because it's on the Twitters.
Boo!
Yeah, that's a goddamn shame. But let's watch it one more time, though. Turn the volume down a bit.
It's the kid's party.
Can you imagine the poor unsuspecting passengers like, oh my God, he's driving us into hell.
Why is no one talking about this?
And you see, like, it's happening, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, guys, you can see my cursor, but you see all, like, at the cross points where the tracks are crossing, where the heat is enough and the electricity is enough to cause the whatever reaction it is. But I love that it's just like the engineer's just like, yeah, I've seen it before. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. Plow on through. Yeah.
Fuck it. Plow through the snow. I see what you did there. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. I know that because I have seen snow before.
Do you have plows there?
I'm doubting it, though.
Not generally, no, because we don't get that much
That was
snow.
a totally good question to ask.
And I'm actually answering it. I'm not being angry or anything. We don't generally have. It's quite a rare occurrence, but we will have what are called gritters, and they big old trucks, you'd call them, and they drive along spreading salt behind them.
Oh, nice. Salting the tracks.
Yeah,
all right, and that's it.
And there was a competition to name one of them, and they ended up calling it Greta Thunberg.
Leaving salt behind her everywhere she goes.
I think it was more of a pun on the name, but sure.
How's it a pun on the name? Greta Thunberg.
Do you have names over there?
Yes.
Because it was Greta Thunberg, not Greta.
Oh, Gritter.
Greta Thunberg. Yeah. I think it might have been my accent. It got lost in there then.
No, I just don't think I was listening.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, we don't have a game today. You know why? Because I was really, really busy yesterday and with work and whatnot. And then I was busy this morning and I didn't get a game finished. So we can take questions from chat. And we're over time anyway. So let's take some questions from chat. Don't ask Drunkle questions about the UK. it doesn't turn out well.
Look, no, you can. Like, Sinatra
Or if he
just
did a
asked a
video.
question about...
What's that? Sinatra?
Don't.
Don't ask? Okay. All right.
I asked if there are videos in the UK.
Oh. Didn't even actually hear that. All right, so Salty Uncle, what are you doing after the...
I don't find it as funny, to be honest.
What are you doing after the stream? Are you doing a rollover?
No, because I've got to work early tomorrow, so I will not be able to stream into the wee hours. It is already almost 1 a.m. and I'd be streaming for what, 3-4 hours? That's
what are you playing these days?
That's quite a lot. You might like this. I was doing the the Telltale games.
Yes, actually. Yeah.
Ollie? Yeah. Well, there's a Batman Telltale game. I was playing that on Monday.
Oh, sweet.
Really?
Fucking sweet.
It's actually very compelling story so far.
I've seen page clips
into the Telltale games, but I'll have to check that out.
It is good. What did you say, Polly?
I said I've seen screen grabs from the Telltale games, the Batman one too, and they look fucking sweet, definitely.
It's good, and you got there's big choices throughout, which is going to affect the rest of the game. I've only done the first chapter. That was a good 2-hour stream, I think. And it's fucking Carmine Falcone has been chatting shit about my parents. Said, hey, they were dirty. They were dirty. And I managed to catch up with him. I got some evidence on him and everything. I could arrest him, or I could throw him on a spike. I threw him on a spike. He's not dead. He's fine. Batman doesn't kill. He's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
And Alfred's just such a whiny bitch in it as well. I was interrogating some poor fucker and I broke his arm. And Alfred was like, you almost killed him. Like, no, I broke his arm, Alfred. Chill the fuck out, all right? He's fine. So that's what's up.
So, Sinatra.
I have a video going out right now. I have to run up to the office as soon as we're done here, but then I will be gaming with G in like an hour-ish.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was about to say, fuck, you're head of the office. I thought you didn't have the stuff to continue building.
I do, but I don't have the time. So I'm just literally going there, throwing it in the door, because I have to take my truck to get work done tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So how much longer do you figure? Generally. Ballpark. Come on. Let's hear it.
The only thing that I'm waiting on is the mouse pad for the new one, because it's one of the big mouse pads. I had a special order that should be here. FedEx says Saturday, but hopefully Friday. Internet got hooked up yesterday. So right now it's just getting in there and putting shit where it belongs. Everything is built, all the furniture's in, all that stuff. So now it's just a factor of actually going in there and putting shit where it goes.
Okay. Cool.
Because I was waiting for the shelves to be delivered and they got there yesterday.
Push button says, you see the problem, right?
I need new keyboard. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I do. It depends what kind.
Key stopped working.
Yeah.
Go for the Corsair K55 RGB keyboard.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. Did you want a mechanical keyboard or membrane? Big difference. Yeah, Drunkle has a great keyboard. I actually looked it up. All jokes aside, it's a very nice one. Sinatra,
thank you very much.
What do you use as a keyboard, Sinatra?
I have a Razer Ortana, I believe, or a Black Widow.
Fuck.
Whichever one has a little volume control in the corner. It's got the reactive keys that I like. They're extra click, bounce back.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's when I got deep into the fucking keyboard lore, man, where it's well, there's blacks, blues, reds, the different Cherry MX keys and stuff. And
yeah,
whew, that shit gets deep fast, man.
Oh, very.
I needed a typing keyboard, a word processing keyboard, because I do a lot of typing for school and whatnot. And so I figured out really quickly the mechanical keyboard after fucking with a few of them down at Best Buy that this wasn't the best call. And so I ended up going with a Logitech 97. They're called.
Logitech is solid as fuck.
Dude, this keyboard. You know what I found out? There are not a lot of keyboards that are flat membrane keyboards that are backlit. It has to be a mechanical keyboard to be backlit, because then you get into the RGB and whatnot. You know what I mean? This is one of the few that is. I love this keyboard. The keystroke.
What you want is the Corsair K5i RGB keyboard.
Yeah.
Membrane,
Dude, I don't think I
backlit.
could go back to having a non-backlit keyboard. I just don't think I could do it.
Yeah, same here. Like, holy shit. That was, I had a short checklist of things that I wanted, and it was like short length keystroke because, you know, fast typing and stuff, and backlit. You know, those are key critical things.
I do enjoy the backlighting. The other day, my computer restarted for a forced update, Windows update, and when it restarted, and the backlight wasn't on, and I was actually genuinely disappointed. So I restarted the computer to turn the lights back on. But it didn't affect my day at all. But I wanted it.
Nah, dude, I'm too. Well, first off, if it's not on, that means something's not working, and second off, yeah, I'm just too used to it. I couldn't go back to not having it. It's
Absolutely,
just so prevalent.
And I'm not gonna lie, there's some things that I see the super RGB keyboards do, like Chaos Eve's keyboard, for example, where programmable, completely mappable, where you can outline your WASD, for example, or whatever, have them a different color and stuff like that. And it's like, man, that would be really useful. This one, it just glows Tron light blue-white. Do you know what I mean? And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll live with that. But to be able to map colors for the keyboard, oh yeah. I'd be all over that.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I go with dark blue on either side and a purple in the middle. It merges. It looks pretty.
Nice.
Mine
you know what?
is just on a constant flow.
Jesus Christ, I was just about to say, the one thing I could never do is like the burst patterns and the waves and the whatnot. How can you? It's so distracting with that, like in your peripheral vision
I don't know.
constantly.
I just tuned it out.
Oh man,
It's just completely tuned out. Like it's a very slow. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, it's on like a dark blue. I'll let you know when it changes.
All right, fair enough. This keyboard, the Logitech one, I was like, I'm telling Hammer, the one-ton Hammer, the guy who built my computer for me. Thank you again, Hammer. So I finally found the. What's that? It did it.
We're on to purple now. Like
yeah,
it's
okay,
just that slow.
That's
of
a good 8
pop.
seconds or more. Yeah. I said to Hammer after like a month-long search on Amazon, different websites, whatever, I picked the keyboard and this is it. He goes, holy shit, that's the one I've been using for years. I'm like, fuck off. Like, I thought he was just saying that. He sent me a picture. It's like, no, sure enough, same make and model. But the reason I bring up Hammer, because it was related to the keyboard, he told me something last night. Sad news. Sorry to end on bad news, but it's worth it. I don't know if many people in this chat know Irate Prostate. Name sound familiar at all? He passed in his sleep the other night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Irate was one of the good ones, man. He really was. He was
good lad.
Stand-up dude. I got to stream with him a number of times. Like not a fuck ton, but
a long time for a.
Yeah, he was a great guy, man. Cared about his family, was funny, interesting, etc. And yeah, he passed in his sleep the other night so peacefully, so good. So R.I.P. and Godspeed, Irate. You were a good one.
Big F's.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's bad news, but I'm glad that he went peacefully in his sleep. And I've never heard anyone say a bad word about him. And what better thing can you say of a man? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Sorry to end the show on that, but
way to ruin the show.
Well, no, but I mean, out of general respect, Jesus. We got to offer a good.
How rude of Irate Prostate to die on a.
No, but actually, it was a couple days ago, but yeah, in case everybody hadn't heard, those who knew him, yeah, it is bad news, but Godspeed, Irate, Godspeed. On to the next.
Yeah.
We'll see you again. So there it is, Drunkle. Where will they find us next?
We're going to be back on Friday on the Sinatra Says channel, 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. AST, 4:30 Central, 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island, Polydub.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we will see you over there. Sinatra's channel, excitement, laughter, tears, joy, the whole range of human emotions.
All of those in the UK.
Jesus, I'm ending it right now. Just over that.
Has Irate Prostate ever been on the show? Because I put Sean Uli as a posthumous AAA boy. Is he in the? No, he's not.
I don't think he was. No.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, streamed with him a number of times on Monkey in the Morning, etc. Like, there's a number of different streams that I, yeah.
All right.
So there it is.